Good morning. This is Vanessa from TakeYourPowerBackNow.com, and I wanted to make a quick video this morning about aligning with your truth, embodying your truth, and why it's so important to your success as a visionary leader and entrepreneur. And to also invite you to my webinar, which is happening on Monday, called Embody Your Truth for visionary leaders and women entrepreneurs. So I've been thinking, I've been having some conversations with my clients. I've been really looking at my own business. I had a major, long, dark night of the soul death where I literally died over the holidays. And I've been really looking at reinventing both, the way I show up in the world, the expression called my business. And I've been seeing many women having the exact same experience, looking at their lives and kind of being blown out of their socks in this whole new space. And I started asking myself, why is it that my clients make money? How is it that I really help my clients? What the hell is this really about? And when I went really back to the root of things, I realized that most of the time when clients come to find me, their business is not working, they're stuck in some way, the money is dried up, or they're afraid of moving forward. And what it really boils down to is that I help them get clear and really giving them the permission to want what they want. And I know this sounds so simple, but even in my own self, when I look at my business this year, if I'm really honest with myself, I don't really want to be on the phone having sales conversations with people. I want to have sponsors sponsor me to do a book tour with my book. And give me big chunks of cash and I'll go around the world and speak for you, God, if that's what you want me to do. I don't want to be burdened or bothered. Not that having sales conversations with people is bothersome. I just would like more free time. And so there's a piece of my truth. And, so what is your truth? Like, what is it that you really want? So what I've realized, is that when people come to find me, part of what I do is just help them really get clear on what it is they want and then show them a strategy for doing that. It's not so wild. It's not like, this is not fucking rocket science here. It's not. But how many times, do we hide behind this fear of, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if, I'm ready for it. What if I fail? Is it possible? It's okay for other people, but maybe not for me. All of that mind shit, all that chatter, that's really what stands in the way of aligning with your truth, aligning with your real desires. And there's so much fuel behind there. There's rocket fuel behind you lining up with what's really juicy. And I'll share with you a story. Years ago, I went bankrupt. My first book, From Bankrupt to $900 a Day Selling Mops. I remember I had gone bankrupt. I was, living in this crappy shithole apartment in the winter with my ex-boyfriend at the time. It was a lousy, really bad place in my life. I was financially dependent on this person. It was an emotionally abusive relationship. I was stuck. I was beyond stuck. My truth was that I wanted to travel. And as I got clear, I manifested, I wanted a job, to help me make extra money during the holidays. I attracted this job selling inkjet cartridges for Canon at Best Buy during the holidays, making $22 an hour. This is right after coming out of bankruptcy. My self-confidence, my self-esteem is on the fucking floor. There is none. And I get the job, but it doesn't coincide with my schedule. So I'm taking an online web design course on the weekends at this college. This is like, I'm going back like over 10 years ago. 8 years ago. And so I'm overqualified. I don't get the job. And at this point, I'm so roaring fucking mad. I'm so pissed off. I'm like, this law of attraction shit doesn't work. All right? But then I asked myself the question, really, Vanessa, did you really just want an extra job to pay the bills at Best Buy? Like, is that what you really wanted? And the answer was no. What I really wanted was I wanted to travel. I wanted to make, at that point, $1,000 a week. I was making $300 a week as a massage therapist. I wanted to have a free and flexible schedule. I did not want to be, you know, tied into having to be at work at this time to this time. I wanted to practice for a public speaking career, and I wanted to live in Hawaii. That was my truth. You know, when they talk about law of attraction getting clear, it's really, what is your truth? That was my truth. In my being, that's what I wanted. I didn't think I deserved it. I didn't, from where I was at, think I could do that. I mean, I told you my self-esteem was on the floor. But when I got clear and when I really got aligned with what's really juicy, what I really wanted, boom, the opportunity showed up in my field within, I think, 21 days. Now, I also, before I went to bed, here's another key, you know, once I got really clear on what I wanted, I started having that visualization with feeling and emotion that, you know, I was in Hawaii, I was in a yellow Jeep, my sister was there, my friends were there, we were having a blast. Guess what happened? I got the job selling mops. This was, you know, 8 years ago. I told them I'm only taking this job to move to Hawaii. I was on a plane 2 months later. Guess who came to visit me? My sister, all my friends. If I told you the amount of yellow Jeep stories that were involved in this trip, you would fall on the floor. I mean, yellow Jeeps came to rescue us in the middle of nowhere. So there is power here with, number one, really embodying your truth. And this is what I want to share with you in explicit detail during the webinar that's happening next week. I'm going to post the links here below this video, and just thank you for all of your patience and support and the messages that you have all been sending me. I mean, it's really touching. So thank you, and loving. Thank you all for that, and I'm really excited to share with you more. It's more of a transmission, some of the things that I have gleaned from this long, dark night of the soul, from this reinvention, reinventing my life, reinventing my business, getting aligned now with my truth, and this is really necessary for you as a visionary leader moving forward, because if you're not completely aligned, the expression will also be misaligned. Right? So if you're finding yourself in a place in your life, in your business, where you're stuck or you don't know what to do, it's my invitation to get clear with yourself, embody your truth, and please join us. And of course, if you liked this video, if you found it inspiring in any way, please like it, comment below, share this with a friend that you know or a woman that you know that can benefit from this, and of course the webinar happening next week. I send you guys loads of love wherever you are in the world, from my heart to yours here in Laguna Beach. And I look really forward to seeing you on the webinar transmission next week.